So I had to get creative for this space. So I am treating this room like a small apartment. I'm thinking of it like a small New York apartment where you just have a studio and it's your whole living space. You sleep there, your kitchen's there, everything's in the one space. So this is my small New York apartment. So we had to get creative. And the only place I could put the Christmas tree was in this corner. So what I did was order this little tree. This is a 6-foot tree from Amazon. I got it during Cyber Monday or Black Friday. I forget. It's probably Black Friday for $95. And I like it because it has those real tip branches. It has LED lighting. The tree trunk looks realistic. And the whole tree itself looks realistic to me. Like I just went out into a forest, chopped it down, and brought it back into my home. So this is what a normal Christmas tree would look like. And I think it's, even though it's small, it's perfect for the space. And even though it's like tucked into the corner, I think it will still work. So I added this Thrifted tree skirt that I picked up, oh my gosh, 3 or 4 years ago from Facebook Marketplace. I like the warm brown tones, the faux fur, and it was part of my Scandinavian Christmas theme one year, so absolutely love it, and I think it pairs well with the tree. So let me show you the lighting. It actually comes with a remote, and it has 8 different modes. So here is mode 1. There's mode 1, and you see it has twinkle lights. So pretty. But if you didn't like that, you could change it. Here is 2, which is a faster twinkle. That's too fast for my liking. Here is mode 3. And it blinks off and on. Here is mode 4, which is a slow fade out. I think that's really pretty. Here is mode 5. This one is the most obnoxious of them all. It's too busy for me. Here is mode 6. Again, a dimmer slow burn with a little bit of, it's twinkling on here, but it's not in real life. It's just a slow burn. Here is mode 7. Again, not something that I would like. And here is mode 8, which is the steady on lights. And that is the setting that I am going to use. And here's like the little operation that is attached to the tree. If you lose the remote, you can still operate your tree. So for $95, I think it's very comparable to your more expensive trees that you would purchase elsewhere. So I'm very happy with the little tree. And now I'm trying to decide how I want to decorate this little tree. So I have done several different themes. I did the Christmas morning theme. I did a over-the-top theme in the hallway, more understated in the entryway. I did over-the-top in the family room. This one, I kind of feel like I want to be glamorous in this space. Again, this is our New York loft apartment, so we got to be glamorous in this space, right? So I have these gold balls left over from Hobby Lobby. I brought these up, so I'm debating whether or not to use these. These ornaments I picked up last year and never used, and I think I might use the white ornaments in here. These are glass ornaments, but I think these would look really, really pretty on the tree. So I brought this up to see. Also have these glass ornaments that I brought up. These are from, is this turned on? I think it is. It has a little switch. No, it's not. So you can turn them on or off. Oops. And I picked these up from Home Goods on clearance several years ago. These are really nice, so I thought these would give us a high-end look. We also have some iridescent ones, and we also have the mercury glass ones that we didn't use downstairs, so those are an option. I also have these that I also picked up. These are glass ornaments from Christian Siriano. These were $12.99. I got these last year and never used them. So these are an option with the white, maybe with the gold. But then I also thought, hey, what about a black and silver tree? These are glass ornaments from the At Home store, and these are black ones from the At Home store. That could look really cute because we have a black and white room. So that's a decision to make. Also, you guys remember this bowl? So I picked this up thrifting earlier this year during the summer. It was clear, and I asked you guys what you thought it was, but I picked it up because of the shape, and it reminded me of that scalloped bowl that oh gosh, the House in Valentina picked up from Paragold. It was like $300. Yeah, I'm not paying $300 for a bowl, but this one gives me a similar look. And a lot of you guys said it was probably part of a serving buffet because it has the hole in the center. Well, I decided to go ahead and spray paint it white to give us more of that look of that scalloped bowl from Paragold. And I think it looks really nice. Gives us a similar look. So once I have decorated the tree, I'm going to add some Christmas balls to that. I also have our, oops, break my ornaments. I also have our crystal nativity that we are going to use. My original intent, before we got this big TV, was to put this piece of black and white art above the fireplace with the gold star, the nativity, and the garland on the fireplace. But now, because we have this really big TV, I can't put the nativity there, so I'm going to put it here instead. So I think I'm going to keep this. This will move down over here. The nativity will go in the center. We'll have some balls over here. The tree will be decorated. It will be so nice, and we'll hang up our garland over here. Again, I was going to use that metal circle garland that I got from CB2, but I don't think I'm gonna go gold up here now that I can't go with my original idea. We'll see, but this is what we're working with. So this is our small New York apartment tree, and I love it. So now we need to get it decorated. All right, so I am going to start out first with the star. This is a star that I picked up from the Wonder Shop from Target. It was $10. I like it because it reminded me of the star from CB2, which was a lot more expensive. You guys know that I go to CB2 for my inspiration. The only thing about this little star, oops, And I need to undo the only thing about this little star is that doesn't have a back. It's just really thin, but we're only gonna see the front anyway, so I guess that doesn't really matter. And I'm sorry you have the glare from the window, but we're gonna go in, we're going to add this to the tree first, and hopefully we can get it to stand up. Or I might have to bend and then stick this on. And there we go. Can you see that? All right, so yeah, I think you can see much better from this angle. So now, what should we do? I think I am going to start with our glass ornaments first. I think these look really pretty on the tree. And where are my scissors? Okay, so since these are really heavy, I'm going to stick them more toward the center of the tree so that they have more support. Because they're so heavy. So there's our first ornament. I've got 2 of each of these ornaments. So we'll put them on first since they're larger. This one I don't have a ribbon for. We'll see how this goes. We'll stick it onto one of the sturdier branches. So there's that. Since these light up, I'm gonna put these toward the front as well. So maybe up here. Or do I want them to hang? I'm bending the tips of the ornament so they don't fall off, hopefully, because they are heavy. Heavy, heavy, heavy. So let's put this one over on this side. And then we have our Mercury ball ornaments. Put one here in the center. I kind of want to let it hang down. Move this one down a little bit. is that looking? I think I want to go with all ball ornaments. Let's get this last one on and we'll see. So we have one silver one here. There's that one down there. We add the other one up here. Is that too matchy-matchy? Try to use the branches as like a little bed for the ornament to set in because they're so heavy. All right, how does that look so far? All right, so this is how the tree is looking with the larger ornaments. I like it. Let's step back a little bit and take a look. So the clear glass ones kind of disappear on the tree, so I'm not sure about that. But then again, they do light up and we can see the iridescent ones. So maybe let's go ahead and light them up. I wonder though how long they'll stay on. This one looks like the battery's dead. And I don't know that you can change the batteries. We'll have to figure something out. I wonder if this top comes off. Doesn't look like it. So that one doesn't work, but that one does. But this one looks dusty. So there's that. I don't think I'll leave them on because the one doesn't work, and yeah, we'll just leave it with the plain glass. So there's that. So I think now let's go in with some of these white ornaments. All right, so I have these Christmas hooks that I picked up from Hobby Lobby, and let's try to use some of these to hang these ornaments. And since these are glass, I want to be really careful with them. But I'm just going to hang a few to see how we like them. And if we like them, we'll let them stay. But if we don't like them, we take them off. I want them to hang, so I'm moving the branches around. I also want to see them. So let's hang a few more and see what we think. So I want it to be a kind of glamorous tree. So I'm hanging the balls near the light so that the light shines down on the ornament to give it a pearlescent glow. How is that looking? this little guy, he fell down in the tree. Okay. So, I think I need another color. Let's try these really pretty glass silver ornaments. Let's try a few of those and see what we think. They're so pretty, and because they're shiny, they're gonna give us a really pretty glow from the lights on the tree. Look how pretty that is. So let's try a few of these and see. I'm also gonna hang these near the light to see how we like them. I think the glass ornaments are the way to go. I'm absolutely loving the way they look here on the tree. So here, one there, one there, one there, one there, down here. So there's that. All right, so this is how we're looking. Absolutely love how it's coming together. We are losing the light because, you know, it gets dark early now. So the film will not be as good. So I'm going to finish decorating the tree and then we'll come back and see the finished look, but I am loving it. So I would highly recommend this little tree if you were looking for something that looks a little more authentic. It is small in stature, but I think it's a very nice tree for the price. So I will leave it linked in my description box down below in my Amazon storefront. So in case you're still looking for a tree, you can go check it out. But let's finish decorating. You know, I'm thinking this might be the time for us to try some tinsel. You know, get that glamorous looking tree for our New York loft. So since we have white and silver balls, I have that gold tinsel. So I'm gonna try a few strands and see how I like it. We'll see. All right, so I have these gold balls. Came from Ross. They're called Winter Magic. They were $5.99, which is a good price. I'm not going to use them all. I don't want the one with the writing on it, and I don't want the one with the little fox, but we'll see how the other ones look on the tree. It's coming together nicely. We'll see. This one is really pretty. I love the texture on it. Okay, here's how our tree is looking. I think I really just like the all metallic tree. It's glamorous. Again, this is our New York apartment. Minimal, very understated. I'm still gonna try the tinsel, but I think I might just leave the tree the way it is. Leave me a comment down below, let me know what you think, but I am loving it. All right, so I have these larger ornaments that I have tucked into the tree, if you can see that, to take up some of that empty space inside. I like that. All right, since we're living in a New York apartment, we're gonna have guests, right? So we have to have refreshments for our guests. So I moved the bar accessories on top of the table, and I moved the bowl down below, and I just added some really pretty glittery ornaments. But I think our bowl looks so nice. Now I'm debating, should I dress up our decanter with this little wreath, or would that be too much? Here or here? Since the tree is here, it might be too much. I kind of like it with a piece of black ribbon. But yeah, this is how it's coming together. Absolutely love it. All right, so here is our wreath. I know the lighting has deserted us. We have to start this again tomorrow. This is how it would look if we dressed up our decanter. I'm just gonna give it a loose tie. How does that look? I don't think I like it. And if we were to put it over here, let's see. Give it a loose tie. Well, if I weren't so clumsy, how it would look on that. I don't like it. Like it just plain. Very simple, modern, and elegant, sophisticated. To dress up the coffee table, and I'm going to use more of these stems from Kirkland's. And what did I do with the scissors? All right, so I have the scissors. Now, because I am going with silver metallics in this room, can you see that? I am going to use this vase that I picked up from HomeGoods or TJ Maxx on clearance, but it has the metallic finish that matches our tree. So we're just gonna stick the stems in here. And again, I love the droopy effect of these stems. So I may only use 2 of them. We'll go ahead and add the 3rd one and see how we like it. Bend this one down a little bit more. Stick it in here. Okay, so I'm liking that. And to further dress up the table, I'm leaving my black and white coffee table books, but I have this bowl that also came from HomeGoods or TJ Maxx, if I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna move around to this side. Can you see that? Let me move you to the opposite side. So that you can see. And you're crooked. Here we go. So I found these really pretty ornaments. This one is from Walmart, I think, several years ago. It has that mercury glass finish. This one is from Z Gallery many years ago. And these pretty stars, I think, came from the At Home store. And we're gonna use them as bowl filler. So I'm gonna put the larger ones on the bottom. We might not even be able to fit them all. And then I'm gonna add these really pretty ones. These are glass. Then we'll add this one. Nah, I think I like it with just these. So that looks really pretty. And we'll set that on the table. We'll also bring in a candle. Let's set this over here. We'll bring our candle back in. I like the smoky gray of the candle, so we're going to use that one. And now let's do the garland, and then I'll show you the finished look. All right, you can see our New York City view from our apartment. So nice. It's snowing outside. All right, so here is the garland that I'm going to be using. This garland came from Hobby Lobby, and I actually picked it up, I want to say probably in August, because this is the viral garland from Hobby Lobby. I don't know if you can see that, it's kind of dark in here. But what I'm gonna do I put some command strips on the fireplace, so I am just going to hang the garland by these command strips. And then, oops, I want it to be really flowy in the front. So I'm going to move all of these greenery to the front, like so. So that all we see is that greenery. It is so, so pretty. And it's that real touch type garland. Just fold it over like that. Move all of this to the front. And that looks really, really nice. Can you see that? How nice that looks. Absolutely love this garland. I should have picked up two. I got it when it was on sale at 50% off, but normally it's $99. So at 50% off, it was quite expensive. So this is how our garland is looking. All right, so here's how the garland looks. Very, very nice. And as you can see, it has that real touch. Don't mind my nails, I need to get them done. But it looks so, so nice. Absolutely love it. So now I'm gonna add some ribbon and hang a couple of ornaments, I think. All right, so I have run out of ribbon. So I'm thinking, instead of having long tails, I'm just gonna tie these two really pretty ornaments and just let them hang down from the garland. We'll see if we can make this work. I have an idea. I'm gonna use okay, I have this really thin black ribbon. So I'm gonna hang the ornaments from this. If I can get it to stick through here. So this is how that is looking. I think I want to add more ribbon on either side of this fireplace, so I'm going to have to go get more ribbon, but that's all we're going to do today. So let me reveal to you our New York City apartment for Christmas. guys, so this is how our New York City apartment for Christmas has turned out. You guys know I have a theme for each of my rooms, and this one is New York themed. This used to be, we had like a New York banner over on that wall as a mural. We took that down, but yeah, we love New York. So yeah, this is our New York City themed apartment. So this is our Glam Luxe Christmas, and I absolutely love it. It's very modern, but it is also very glamorous. And so I wanted that reflected in the space. So I brought in these ornaments for their metallic glow and paired it with this black bowl. Absolutely love it. We have our candle. We have our vase with the mirror finish with the greenery. It looks so, so nice. And then over here with the tree, I used all metallic ornaments just to give it that glam factor, to keep it modern but very glamorous. Absolutely love how the tree turned out. Again, if you are looking for a tree, I would highly recommend this one. The ornaments are a combination of thrifted and ornaments that I bought on clearance. So you can decorate a tree and give it a very high, high-low look, or I don't think this is even high-low. I think this is a very high-end look, and I absolutely love it. Leave me a comment down below and let me know if you agree. So we brought the bar up on the top of the console table because, as you know, we have guests in New York. We want to serve them a little, beverage to keep them warm. It's cold outside. So I did bring this on top. We have our wine glasses that I picked up from Home Goods last year. They have the little deer face on them. Absolutely love them. These little coupe glasses came from IKEA. That decanter also, no, it didn't come from IKEA. It came from Home Goods. This came from Amazon, the decanter. And you guys remember our crystal nativity. So it is here front and center. And I'll turn it on. You can't really tell because of the lighting, but it does light up. I don't want to blind you, but it does light up, and this is how it looks. Looks like it's made of ice, and I think it goes perfectly with the tree and the space. I kept our vase here and just added the greenery. The coffee maker stayed the same. Over here, because our couch is black, we're going for a modern cozy room. So I added our fur pillows that we picked up from Amazon. These were very similar to ones from CB2. This blanket came from Walmart. It is very similar to one from Pottery Barn. You guys know I always strive to find dupes for the things that I love. These were very inexpensive. So the blanket from Walmart, I want to say it was like $25. These pillow covers, I want to say were around $20. Everything that I mentioned that I purchased from Amazon will be linked in my Amazon storefront. So if you are interested, that's where you can find it. And when you purchase there, I do get a small commission. So thank you so much in advance. But yeah, this is how our room turned out, and I absolutely love it. Again, we have our view of New York City outside. So, so nice. So yeah, absolutely love how the room came together. So leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. After we changed the space, guys, this is just like a whole new room. I live up here now. When my boyfriend comes home from work, he's like, I know where you're gonna be. You're gonna be in the loft. I'm gonna be in our New York apartment. That's where I'm gonna be. So yeah, absolutely love this room. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. And if you have enjoyed today's video and it has inspired you, please make sure to give the video a big thumbs up. And if you have not yet subscribed, I would so appreciate it if you would hit the subscribe button, tap the notification bell, and become a member of the iStylEMYSTYLE family. We have 2 more rooms to decorate. The kitchen, and actually no, it's just the kitchen. So that's going to be our next room to tackle, and then it will be my Christmas home tour. So if you have missed any of my previous videos, there is a playlist linked for Christmas inspiration. Make sure you go check it out. And with that, my friends, let's take one last look around the room, and I hope to see you in the next one.